Hello and welcome back. I, in between episodes, did, eat, drink, sleep, and disassemble the motorbike as far as I could. Or motorcycle, I guess. Not motorbike. It basically is just one frame and the security system because apparently a completely destroyed security system takes 4 electronics and 4 mechanics, and I only have 3.8 mechanics and 3 electronics. Or how many electronics? Yes, 3 electronics. And I did not gain all that mechanics progress to disassembling the bike alone. I also did read in between episodes again. I did not manage the entire level, but the majority of it. I did that basically because I hoped to gain 1 level in mechanics and 1 in electronics to remove that pesky security system, which annoys me beyond measurement. Measurement? Now what or new? You know what? First thing, I'm still so salty with the whole vehicle building part. We will rename this bulky. It will be a quite bulky construction we will eventually make out of this. We should probably first look up what storage we have available. Yeah, we don't have that much storage available. We can build a box on top of it. That would be roughly 60 capacity, I believe. You can see the properties of the part in the box down below. I don't know if you can see that, if that box is there in the last stable build, but it is there in this build. I believe that is roughly 60 or 70 volume. I don't believe it is exactly, 68.75, but I might be mistaken. And by the way, there's a lot of fancy shit to the vehicle editions pack and stuff like that. To the mods basically. For example, a cargo dimension. Like, you have your own pocket dimension built onto your vehicle. I have never seen a stabilized portal, but if you ever find one, that thing has like, what, 250 million? Like, 250 million capacity should be around 250,000 volume. We could like grab entire, we could probably not grab entire cities and just, disassemble everything and put it in there. But little villages, probably, yes. You can imagine how amazing this is. Too amazing to describe. And there's other stuff like this. Ice pack and weird slime stuff. I have no idea about that, but what we probably want is either a floor trunk, because that seems to have a lot of storage, like 80. And there were 2 other things. Cargo spaces are very good because, they have 250,000 capacity. Or, yes, one of those. Or there it is. I searched this. A trunk is even better than a cargo carrier. But trunks you only find on trucks. It is like basically the storage space in the back of a truck or military vehicle. Will we try to repair this? We don't have... Oh! Why can't I repair with duct tape? Maybe it's too hard damage. Normally you could repair stuff with duct tape. Apparently we need a welder of some sort. Now, can we install... Basically what I want to do is have a single frame with a lot of storage on top of it, and maybe some wheels if we find fitting wheels. Oh, to install a cargo carrier we actually also need a welder. Also for the trunk? Yes. So we will, I guess, install a wood box on top of, well, you know what? Oh, actually, are we able to install it here? No, why not? Yes, that was what I thought about. You can install cargo carriers one tile away from the next frame. And apparently you can also install forklift arms. Wait. You can... If this means... Does inflatable mean that it can like expand? Like an amphibic vehicle? Super useful? I actually did not look on those. You can make like, with the armor plating you can also make rams, which I believe just increase your damage and maybe serve as some sort of, well, protection for the armor, I guess. And yes, you can install all sorts of weirdness onto your vehicle. We probably want at some point to install a steel drum to, well, transport water and clean water with some sort of cleaning mechanic, so we will install a box, basically. That's a little bit suboptimal because box is small, but hey. Bulky now has a very damaged box. Is this actually more or less than a shopping car? We already saw a shopping car. If my guess is correctly, this is a little bit more than a shopping car, because I believe a shopping car in the current version should have 50 liters of volume, because I believe they quartered everything volume wise. So this might be in that respect better than a shopping cart, but it is on a steel frame, so it should be heavier. How heavy is it? 40 kilos. We should, with 12 strength, be able to carry around like 220 or something like that. Can we read that up somewhere? No, apparently not all. Carry weight we can see, but we can see the pull weight. We are able to carry it around, and as you see in the log, it makes a terrible noise while it is carried about because it has no wheels. We can install wheels. I wanted to say we are probably not able to install wheels, but we are totally capable of doing that. And yes, I stacked all the stuff up here. We probably get more from the motorcycle wheel. So let's install it. We will not install an engine or something, because first of all we have no fuel, then, well, it would make noise, then we don't really have a space to put our seat, and so on and so on. So, do we want a steerable? I don't believe it makes a difference, because it's just something we will pull, but I might as well make it steerable. We made our own little vehicle. It's totally garbage. It has like next to no volume, and we have to pull it. It basically goes on me power, but we have a vehicle, which is good. And it also means we will not go back to the car to get a cargo carrier. I might... well, let's head out. I believe I have everything I need. Oh yes, and probably some of you, well, probably no one for a long time, but at some point maybe somebody has noticed that I made a mistake. I did, well, put on the hot clothing again, even though I dropped them here for a reason. We get too hot if we wear them. So I will probably make a marker here. Oh, that's perfect. I wanted to type in home, apparently it didn't take the O. That is a now. I'm okay with that. And yes, we get more and more messages about the sunlight's glare makes it hard to see. The sunlight's glare can be, well, you can get around that with a couple of ways. The easiest is probably a pair of sunglasses, but we don't have any. Then there is, I believe there is a CBM that also protects you against the glare while wielding, like a welder, because I believe, at least I believe there is. I don't know. And there may be other ways to protect your eyes against that. I'm trying to think of it. Apparently we don't wear a baseball... A cappy might be able to, like a baseball cap might be able to protect you against the glare. I always think that we wear one because of the sprite, but apparently that is supposed to be a baseball helmet, which I believe is something different. Yes, I believe that is actually like a hard hat or something in that direction. So a cappy or a cap or whatever might also be able to protect you against the glare. It still makes scraping... Oh, I had totally forgot about that. I will quickly deinstall the wheel. I did totally ignore all the scraping noises in the... Oh, we got attacked by an animal. We will try to do this with our... Oh, we should... Well, I wanted to say with our encumbrance, but first of all, it didn't run away. Second of all, I should probably still let go of the shop. I wanted to save the shopping cart, but of our bulky. It's literally like a steel construct with a box on it. And a wheel that is apparently wrong installed. What? Not again, don't this... What did they do to this game in the experimental build? Act vehicle not found, I hope. Vehicle finished. Player. What? Don't tell me I can't deinstall this. Okay. What did I do differently? Don't question it, as long as it works. Apparently something there wasn't correct. I will... It's so annoying because I know it will run away as soon as I go in its direction. I have no idea what happened there, and I hope it will not happen again. Apparently it's a Grim Howler. It's bugged right now in this build. A Grim Howler is, I believe, a zombie wolf. I will ignore it. Oh god, we will never be able to install this thing as long as this freaking animal is attacking us. So, install a motorbike wheel. Yes, hit it. Yes, it is it. Will it? I'm tempted to run into its direction and follow it a bit, but that's probably a trap because that animal is way cleverer than me. It doesn't seem to come closer. It came closer again. It's dead. See what you get for annoying me. We will take the meat later, because we have no storage right now. And yes, the preserving of... That took like 10 seconds now. Of meat is really easy with that jar. I looked at it and it didn't rot after a day, so I will take it as preserved, basically. We will take with us the meat. We will take just everything with us. The stomach? No, because it perishes in 8 hours. I will not eat it within the next 8 hours, and it doesn't give us that much of an advantage. The best thing you can make out of a stomach is you can turn it into a water skin, but we are in no need of that right now. Well, it would be really useful, but it wouldn't be, in my opinion, worth the hassle. I just picked some cherries I saw at the, well, border of the road. Yes, we are further north now. I will basically follow this road. I saw a giant web spider on the compass and I just wanted to quickly check if we are running into its direction, basically. Dig up those woods. So we have summer now, and in summer I tend to look at every fucking plant I can to see if I can harvest something, and yes, the freaking shopping cart, it doesn't appear to be working this way. It's well, it makes sense. It is a single wheel and it's probably unbalanced, so we probably need like shopping cart casters or something. But if we find a shopping cart, I will just leave this thing behind, maybe deinstall the box and then install a box on a shopping cart, because it is probably not equipped with the security system. So duh. We found a tough zombie. A tough zombie surrounded by loot. And yes, it is almost always viable to look at random monsters you find in the wilderness, because they're mostly not that random. You normally find something surrounding them. Granted, it might be a shit ton of more monsters, or hell itself opening a portal into your face with all kinds of badness, but it also might be like a super sweet, well, shit ton of loot, like a pair of binoculars. This will allow us, let's look on a map. This far we can look right now. And it didn't change anything, probably have to move or something. Okay. This should allow us to have a higher view range, but either I'm not seeing it, or it only, well, let's read the description. Super useful that you can just wear that. A pair of optics with a neck strap attached. Useful for seeing long distances. Simply carrying or wearing this item in your inventory will double the distance that is mapped around you during your travels. You could also use them to focus the sunlight. That should allow us to make, well, fire, I guess. But I don't know if I want to use that. Well, because that will probably take forever. And it's normally always worth it to take them with you, because you get high quality lenses, and I believe you also get high quality lenses from manhacks, or no, not manhacks, security bots, but I'm not certain of that. And well, let's face it like that. Binoculars doesn't summon, well, a pair of binoculars doesn't summon like a shit ton of robots to defend it, so binoculars it is. Oh god, finally! A backpack. Super good. A small backpack, good storage for little encumbrance. Actually pretty shitty encumbrance for its storage, because it's basically 1-to-1. 10 encumbrance for 10 storage. This is 1-to-1, and oh yes, we don't have anything else, but there are things that are better, I believe. I believe, for example, tactical dump, however they are called, like little bags at your legs or something. I believe they are better, but I might be mistaken. That might just have been an experimental build I played. And well, apparently once the game realized it actually likes us, it gives us a lot of shit, like a second backpack. this means a couple of things. First of all, we are super encumbered. But second of all, we will now drop our duffel bags, if I find them, into our cart. And probably a lot of other stuff too. I like to grab the cart and then always have this activated. Basically, D in the advanced inventory management allows you to directly interact with the cart. And yes, we have way less storage in our own inventory right now, because we dropped the duffel bags, but guess what, we are also not super over encumbered anymore. Just half as much penalty to our melee attack rolls, which is still shitty, and later on I will probably play without any sort of volume in our chest, like as low encumbrance as you can get if you try to wear like plate armor, because guess what, yes, it's samurai, but still. Yes, our view range is double now, and I found a factory. Fuck me, right? Factories, we might be... are factories a place where you get the portable or stable portal? I will not enter a factory for a very long time, because apparently the inspiration for those factories was Portal 2 or something. Because there's a shitload of turrets around them, and yes, the turrets in this game look like the Portal turrets. You know what? I will go into the direction of the factory, but I will only go there to show you why I will not enter. Because I don't know how many of you play this game, and how many of you of the percentage play the experimental build, because I believe that is added by more buildings or more locations, and I believe that is an experimental build. That moose scared like the shit out of me. I was like walking through the forest, and instead of a big wolf, a big fucking moose attacked me. Look at its white, look at the red glowing eyes and the evil look of the eyeballs, like, blah. We can't hit it. Our encumbrance is lower. We should be able to hit it. Okay. Apparently we just needed to hit it once to make some sort of evil spell that had its head. I can talk today, sorry. It had casted on us with that really irritating red eye of his. Or eyes? Do we see both eyes of the deer? I'm not certain if we saw both eyes. That scared me way more than it should. It was probably like really obvious, and it slowly came closer. Or came closer to us, but in my brain it appeared from one second on the other to the other. That was so scary. At least for me. I hope not for you. You're probably not as easily shocked as I am. A chocolate zombie. I probably don't want to go into that direction. Chocolate zombies, I believe I already said that previously, were quite good because you get bionics from them, or got bionics from them. But I believe not anymore in this episode. Oh look, a door, let's check the door. Oh look, a turret. Whee! I don't believe that will do anything until we come closer. 29 damage from the second turret. Okay. We did survive, and we did run away. Factories seem super bad for me. I just am here to check something real quick. Something I wanted to show you. Where's the entrance? The entrance is, I believe, like roughly 20 bullets hit the ground in front of us? You know what? I'm not willing to risk it. I'm not willing to risk to go to the entrance, but imagine a shit ton of bullets flying your way at, well, too high velocity to really dodge. Run away from a factory. I believe at some point I want to raid a factory, but I want probably to be able to get to the walls somehow. So either build a ramming vehicle, I guess. Lots of military armor behind a big engine, and then hopefully like some sort of control that allows us to control it from the distance. That would be interesting. Or just like a teleporter, which is an item you can find. Or some sort of, I try to remember how it is called, some sort of CBM that allows you to teleport through walls. You release the bulky. There's a shit ton of blueberries here, so no more scurvy for me, I hope. Quite annoying to pick them, but well, what you gonna do? Oh. Especially because I'm bad at remembering what to press, apparently. This should help us around our scurvy for time. Because I don't believe we are completely, well, free from it now. It is not shown as an effect, but I imagine it to work like that. There's somewhere a counter of how much vitamin of what, well, sort you get. And then, if that, well, counter reaches a certain limit, it gives you the scurvy disease, or how's it called? Effect. And if you get over that, it disappears, but it will probably still be close enough to that line to still hurt you. What is this? A bluebell. Apparently we can do shit with a bluebell. These are probably dandelions? Dandelions, yes. You can eat them and they give you vitamin C. So good. And yes, we will pick a freaking shit ton of stuff. We have 2 days to eat those blueberries. Probably will not happen. Probably need some sort of preservation. But then again, they are just blueberries. Let's eat until we are full. Basically, did go through an entire, well, stash. I'm currently a little bit irritated because there's another fungoid. As you might imagine, I don't want to go close to that, and I don't want to stay here. I hope you will not spread, and there's the first fungal bed. Is there a second fungal tower here? Yes, there is. Yes, there is a second. This is even a fungal bloom. This yellow tea is a fungal tower. This has probably a super mega big flower in it. I don't want to go anywhere near them. Did I already mention that fungals are probably the worst enemies I can imagine? Not from like difficulty standpoint, by no means, but the flavor text of the spore clouds as the, well, spores dig under your skin as it is described is probably the most disgusting, well, probably not the most disgusting thing I saw in this game, but one of the most disgusting things I saw in this game. This wolf, stay away from me. You're infected, aren't you? You're infected, wolf. You have to die, so the spores can't feast on your flesh, which doesn't make sense. There is meat here. I will take the meat. I wanted for a second to not take the meat because he fought against those fungoids, and I'm a little bit paranoid about being turned into a fungoid. But hey, there is apparently a piece of road that for whatever reason collapsed, which is amazing, because rebars. Rebars are, I believe, for me, rebars are kind of hard to get. Not hard to understand, but to get my hands on. You can make a sharpened rebar or rebar whale out of it. What does... Sharpened rebar, how good is it? It appears to be shit. Rebar whale. Rebar whale, what does it do? A short piece of ferromagnetic rebar, which has been straightened and sharpened on one end, could be used as a projectile by a sufficiently powerful electromagnetic web. Does this mean we can not only make giant ballistas, but we can also make giant electromagnetic rebar shooting ballistas? I will mark rebar on the map, just in case. Just in case. I'm always for things shooting giant... Well, I'm always for things that shoot giant rebar pieces on things, as long as I'm not the thing they are shooting on. I'll probably... Oh, we found a goal for the rest of the episode, which I have to end relatively soon. We will go to the military outpost, ooh, and we will stumble to fields of kittens. Come over here. Apparently I look dangerous with my blood-soiled baseball bat, which I don't totally get. I mean, yes, it is full of blood and brain matter of dead people, but cats shouldn't care. Cats are assholes themselves. Most of the time. Well, all of the time. Military spec searchlight. Basically every time the game lags like that, there's somewhere a gun shooting way too many bullets in way too short of a time. 3 high-powered searchlight with automatic search AI and mounting continuously seeking targets. It doesn't say anything about weapons, but I see a lot of casings. Let's zoom in and take another look. One of them apparently got destroyed. And yes, military equipment like turrets will eventually wear off, because yes, they have guns, but zombies kind of don't die. Well, they die and they live again, and they die and they live again. I want in there, and I want that shit from them. Let's do the sensible thing, and first of all, I wanted to say, look at that vehicle, but fungoid? I will quickly take a look. Joint roach. Oh, a butt of a joint. No, I'm fine. Ooh, it has trunks. Do they normally have trunks? I believe normally they have cargo carriers. I don't want to disassemble a car so close to a fungoid. So no. I will have to end the episode here because we have already, well, 33 minutes, but I would kind of feel bad because we are right next to a, oh shit, military base. But I have to upload this, so do you see that? That's a military spotlight, a military searchlight spotlight, I guess. This is probably it for this episode, so goodbye and have a wonderful day. I will see you next time with the military base.